Hello folks, today we're looking at a scope from Vector Optics. It's some of the budget range of scopes. It's really well made and designed, and it's part of the Grizzly range. It's an LPVO scope, or low power variable optic. Comes with scope caps on each end. Also comes with a honeycomb sunshade that screws into the front there. This one is a 1 to 6 times zoom, and first one on it is the 1, and then it goes to 1.5, then 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Nice clear scope. The scope itself is a second focal plane scope, and it's got a 24mm objective lens with a 30mm tube. Field of view at 100 yards on 1 times at 122.4 feet. At 6 times it's 19.2 feet. The reticle on it is known as the German fibre optic, and it's got an illuminator on the side which has 6 powers of illumination, and it's on off in between, if you know what I mean. So you click it once to go onto the first, you click it again, that'll switch it off, you click it again, it goes on to the second one, and so on. And the click value is 10mm at 100 meters. It gives you an elevation of 52mm and a windage of 52mm. Dioptic compensator at the back is plus or minus 2 for your eye. The eye relief on the scope is 4 inches or 100mm. The battery on the side for the illuminator is your basic CR2032 battery, and it's fog proof, nitrogen filled, shot proof to 100G, so it'll work on any firearm really. Matte black alloy, and the alloy is 6061-T6 aluminium, really well made. Length is 10.1 inches or 257mm, and the weight is 510 grams or 18 ounces, or in other words 1 pound 2 ounce. It comes with a throw lever in the package that you just screw in to make it easier to go through your zoom options. Comes with turret caps to protect turrets, and it's also got a you can basically set to 0 on your turrets. So you just unscrew the top, set it to 0, whatever range you 0 it at, and you can go back to 0 then. The only downside to this for an air gunner is that it's not a mil dot, but the way this would work with an air gunner is if you're a hunter, you set up in ambush and you know your distance to target, so whatever your 0 is. Or the other option is if you've got something like the DNT Hound or the One Leaf NV200, they've both got built-in calculators on them, ballistic calculators. So as long as you put your information into that, it will tell you how many clicks you need at different ranges. So yeah, that'd work. But other than that, I would say it'd be great for ratting, close work, near and far really. So that is just a quick look at the scope. I'll show you some views through it, and let's get on with the test. Okay, so here's a scope looking through the one leaf. What really is good about this is the illuminator on it. So that's the highest setting, that's the lowest setting. So from the lowest setting it gets bigger as you click on it. Back to small. That's really good. Okay then, let's see how it's shooting. Okay, we're on 1 times at the moment as well, so let's just go through it. 2 times. In fact, the first one was 1.5, this is 2 times. That seems better, look, so we'll go with that. Actually, we're not far off looking at this. That was lucky. I think we need to come up a bit. Let's have a look. Okay. I didn't double feed that, I think I might have done. So for that one. No, we're on, look, spot on, right in the ball. Shooting seal codes through the Hudson Galatian. Yeah, spot on. Spot on. It must be hitting the wall. Yep. Okay. So I've gone from 18 to 22. Now if you remember the 2.5 I was shooting the other week, 25 grain, that was swinging it right up there. This is 14.3 grain on this. And it's not much more than the 10 grain 177 to be honest. What I'm at, so that's the initial shooting view through the Grizzly 1 to 6 illuminated scope, the LPVO from Vector Optics. Okay then, so the rifle is zeroed using the tool that came in the box. Just going to take the top turret off. I'm going to set that to 0. Which is there. And line that up with the dot on top. That's set. I could do the same with the side one, but I won't, because with windage that's always a concern. So that's the main one for your elevation. To 0 to 18 yards, and it's still hitting at 22 and it's 16 on target. So obviously closer you get in, you'll have to do elevation. Okay. Okay, we're now looking at it through night mode. You don't need the illuminator on it like this, but if you did, I think that's the low power and that's the high power, so you'd be going for low, and it's quite a big dot actually when you're further out. So let's see if I can get away without it. And it's like focusing. You can see the target well like that, but the crosshairs are a bit out of focus. But when I get the crosshairs in focus, the background goes out of focus. So this is what I meant before. It's all about the setup. That's probably about as you can see, it's working quite well. Get a bit closer in there. Now, the knacker cracker was hitting the brick behind it, that's why it wasn't setting. You can actually see the pellet illuminate. So very accurate combination. Oh man, again, that was a shot I was going to take forward of that. Never mind, so that's the night time views anyway.